live. Hey, everybody. Um, I am live, and so I know that I think the last time that I went live, I was talking to you guys about possibly doing olive oil fast and just fasting in general. But that is on hold. I do still have the olive oil that I'm trying to get like not have the light in my face too much, but I am still going to get. I still got the olive oil, like that one that was extra special organic and extra virgin and all that. I still got that, and I plan on using it, but I'm not gonna do like the shots right now or any of that. I'm just gonna probably make my own salad dressing with it, like with lemon juice and or like apple cider vinegar mixed with it or whatever. So I'll probably more so do that right now, just because I do not want to be doing that any type of extreme. So that's kind of what I should probably call this video, is no extremes all 2026, because I feel like last year I did a lot of extremes and I don't feel like the extremes are helpful. I think they help initially, like maybe for the first couple months, but then it starts to fade away and it's not as helpful. So I think that this year I'm not doing any extremes. Like I said, last year I went all out. I went like vegan, I went plant-based, I went, you know, uh intermittent fasting, dry fasting, extended fasting, fruit fasting, juice fasting, sugar fasting. I did all these different fasting. Hey Kiera, how's it going? So I did so many different fasting methods. I did so many different extremes, sugar diet and all this stuff. Like I did so many different extremes. And so like this year I don't want to do extremes because extremes aren't going to be something that I can sustain lifelong. So I'm not doing that this year. Like I don't see the purpose of going crazy with something. I need something that I can consistently do. And one thing I have been doing to focus more on just like consistency and things to work on is working on like a consistent schedule, like a morning schedule, and a eating schedule, a night schedule, just kind of getting my body into the rhythm, like a circadian rhythm, and getting my body into like a flow, and so that it's like feeling safe. Because I know if your body doesn't feel safe, you could do all different types of methods to lose weight and you won't, because your body feels unsafe, it feels stressed. And so that's why those extremes, like extreme dieting or all these different type of mechanisms people use to lose weight, they work initially, but then they do not work after a while because the body doesn't feel safe. So what's the point of doing that when you can do something that makes your body feel safe, and then you won't be hitting so many plateaus or any at all because your body is safe enough to just release weight on its own, because it knows that, okay, we're not doing nothing crazy, we're actually just doing something helpful and healthful. So um I joined a gym. I didn't even like plan on doing that. Like I said, my first thing was like really just improving in my movement. Like that was my goal. I was like, I'm gonna start doing more movement, because I was walking like 20 minutes a day, but it was only like once. Like it would be first thing in the morning, and it was like 3 times a week, and then I was just trying to get like a certain amount of steps every day. But now I've transitioned to getting movement after every time I eat. So like a 5 to 10 minute walk after I eat breakfast, lunch, dinners, any snacks or whatever. I just want to get like movement in right after, just um to support the blood sugar levels and all the things that could help with weight loss, and also just general movement. So that's one thing that I am doing differently this past couple weeks, which my body likely is kind of in shock because I was not doing that much movement all day, every day. Like this week, I've worked out 7 days a week. And like I said, I was only doing 3 days initially, 20 minutes. But, you know, if you're eating 3 times a day and you're working out 5 to 10 minutes That's already going to be like 15 to 30 minutes depending on how much you do. Plus, if you have a snack and you're doing it, then you add on another 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm averaging more time now of exercising than I was initially. So my body's going to have to get adjusted to that. And now that I have this gym membership, it's so random because I wasn't even planning on getting a gym membership until I lost more weight. But the way it happened, it just kind of seemed like divine timing because my mom, her car wasn't starting. She needed me to take her somewhere. Well, actually, I think we had a breakdown in communication. She had planned on going to get a massage, but her car wasn't starting, and she already had made the appointment, and she wanted me to take her appointment, but I thought she meant she wanted me to take her to her appointment. So I ended up taking her to her appointment. And then afterwards, she was like, can you take me to the gym? Because I want to sign, she was going to sign my son up to go because they have like this deal. You can get a lifetime buddy for like $108. So basically, as long as he goes with her, he can go for free as long as she's alive, basically. So, and he gets like 2 visits with a personal trainer. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take you there since we were already together. And then she was talking to the guy at the place, and he was like, telling my son how good it is that he's 12 and wanting to get into the gym. This is the perfect time, so you can build that healthy habit, blah, blah, blah. So then I said, there's so many people in here. I think it was actually the first. Was it the first? I think it was like the first. And I was like, yeah, it's a lot of people in here. I said, everybody's here in January, but they, usually don't be here like February, March. Ain't nobody gonna be up in here like this. And so the guy was like, yeah, he was like, it's all about consistency. He was like, we see that a lot. And so I was like, yeah, I said, he was like, but really, he was like, you're not going to sign up? And I was like, no, I said, I just want to lose some more weight first. I was like, I'm already down over 80 pounds since last January because I started January 20th. He was like, of 2025? I said, yeah. And he was like, wow, that's great consistency. Like, you're doing great. So I was like, yeah. And I said, so I just want to lose more weight. He was like, well, it's all about diet. He was like, so once you get that down, everything else will be easier to fall in place. And so I was like, yeah, whatever. I said, I've just been, walking and eating, focusing on eating whole foods and cooking at home and trying to just prioritize that kind of stuff. So he was pretty impressed. And he was like, I'll sign you up as a buddy under your mom for free. Like, you don't even have to pay the $108. He was like, you won't get the training sessions, but you'll be able to come to the gym anytime she comes. So I was like, sure. Like, that's a, that's a deal. And he was like, and if you decide that you do want to sign up, he was like, I'll make it so you only pay $15 a month. Like, if you want to, separate from her and do your own thing. Like, if you want to come at different times. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll do that. So, that's pretty much how the whole gym thing happened. Because, like I said, I wasn't planning on going to the gym. But it ended up just kind of happening that way. What's going on with you? Yeah, so that's what happened with that. I started going to the gym. I want to say that was on the 1st that happened. And then our first day at the actual gym was yesterday. And my son met with like the trainer or whatever. And he was pretty impressed with my son because my son's already very athletic. And he was like, I could kind of like tag along with them and just kind of look at and, get a tour of like the machines and stuff like that so I can know how to use them. And then I can do it also on my own. Have you lost a lot of weight doing that? Doing what? Doing what? I don't know what you heard or what you didn't hear. So, I ended up going to the, gym, meeting with him, his trainer. My mom was there. She's more so into the pool activities and exercises, which I can't do that because my skin, my eczema will flare up and I already be trying to keep it under control. So he said I could tag along when my son's doing his training and whatever, machines he's learning, I can learn. So we're going to go do that not next week but the week after because the guy is on vacation, which I'm super excited though because then I can learn I'm taking my notebook, I'm gonna write down the different machines, what to do, how to do them, and then I can start doing more like weightlifting or like strength training. I call it strength training because I'm not sitting up here trying to pump no iron or nothing, but I do want to strengthen my muscles and my body and stuff like that. Plus, I was able to, while we were waiting for the trainer, get on the treadmill. And I really like the incline part of the treadmill because you can have that thing up pretty high, and you'll start sweating quick because you going up. It's like you going up a hill. So even if you start off like at a low speed, but you going up high on the incline, you actually really get in a good burn. So I'm excited to do that. She's talking about at least 3 to 4 days a week she wants to go. I can't probably go every time with her because I do work, but when I want to try to get a consistent schedule when I can go. And then, that'll be, a way for me to to do that, to be able to not just do my walks, but also get a little extra, as far as building strength and my muscles and muscle preservation, as they say. Especially women need to preserve their muscles because over time, it's definitely going to fade if you don't use it. Like they say, don't use it, you lose it. So my weight's been stagnant. I'm okay with that. My period starts in 6 days, and plus, like I said, I've increased my movement drastically within the past 7 days, like drastically, like night and day. Like I've probably went, like they say, 0 to 1,000. It's pretty much what I've done to my body. So the inflammation is for sure there, and I'm not worried about it because I know that once my body gets used to this routine, then it can go ahead and feel safe to release the weight. I also am dealing with like my own health thing. Like y'all knew I had like a cyst on my left ovary, but the pain in my stomach had never left. And that was like back in May or June when I first think I was talking to y'all about that. But they kept monitoring it like via ultrasounds and all that. But like it don't, like they said they don't see it getting worse. They felt like it was improving. They were like, it's like the size of a quarter. It's nothing wrong. Like, it's like a level 1. It's nothing, like they don't feel like it was nothing. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, but I'm having a lot of pain in my, like I have to sleep with a heating pad on at night because I don't like taking medication. Like they like, oh, well, have you been taking pain medication? But like, who wants to take pain medication every single day? Like that's not something I want to. I mean, I'm not asking them to prescribe me none, but like Motrin and Tylenol, that crap wasn't really working anyway. So why would I keep taking something that's not working? You know what I mean? Like I'll take it and I still don't feel like the pain went away. So that's when I started using heating pads. I tried to massage like my stomach area and stuff like that. And I noticed like it felt like a lump was there. And I was like, what the heck? So I went back to the doctor because now at this point, I'm like, hey, Ingrid. At this point, I'm like, what is the point of me, going to OBGYN and they keep, telling me ain't nothing wrong. But I'm feeling something for myself. You know what I mean? So I went to my own primary care doctor and she felt something too. And she was like, well, we need to get you a CT scan. Now, mind you, this was before Christmas. And I was like, well, how soon can we get this done? Because I'm like, I wanted to get it done right away. And she was like, well, this week. I'm like, okay, good. Man, they didn't call me. You can't wait for doctors to call you. Like, I know that working in the medical field myself, I've done scheduling and billing and all that kind of stuff. You can't really wait on the doctor's offices to call you because they have so many like patients they likely need to call. And unless like the doctor puts urgent in there, and even sometimes when I do put urgent, it don't mean that it's going to be urgent priority for the department they referring you to. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to call yourself and be proactive about it yourself, because otherwise, they ain't finna care. You know what I mean? You going to get that care when you get it. So I gave them a couple days though. Like, because I remember it was a Friday I went to the doctor, and then I was like, let me just give them a couple days because, but then the following week, like the Monday or Tuesday, I'm like, okay, I still ain't heard nothing. And I mean, why? I just want to figure out what the heck going on. So I called them. Yeah, I think I gave them that Monday and Tuesday because I ended up going into the office that day, them 2 days. So I was like, okay, Wednesday, I'm finna call them. So this is all before Christmas. This is like the week before Christmas. They said, oh, we can't see you until January 5th. I'm like, that's a long time. January 5th is a long time. I said, that's weeks away. Like, she told me I would be seen within the week. And then they were like, well, we have, they have appointments, they have limited doctors available, just I guess holidays, people, doctors is going on vacation, like, so that was like literally the next time that they could give me. They didn't have nothing else. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna stress it, you know what I mean? Like, I've learned I'm not about to be stressing out about stuff no more. Like, it is what it is. I've been super, like, just clinging to God, because like there's just so much going on in the world in general, that when something personal happened to me, it's like it's stuff happening to everybody. Like, I'm not the only one something's happening to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one that's going through something. So I'm just gonna depend on God, and whatever happens at that point happens. Like, it's beyond my control. All I can do is what I can control, and all I can control is what I put in my mouth, how I move my body, what I do every day with myself. I can't control other people or the things that happen to me or around me. I can only control my actions and what I'm doing. So I made the appointment, and it's on Monday, and so we'll see. I've never had a CT scan, so it's another thing that's I'm telling y'all, because God worked in mysterious ways. So the whole gym thing happened, and I feel like that was God, because like my mom was trying to have me go get that massage, and I wasn't understanding. I took her and ended up getting a whole gym membership with, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like that was like, a blessing from God, because I was like, I'm about to read the Bible a second time this year. Because last year I read the Bible. It was hard, because a lot of the stuff, it's not that I didn't understand, but it made me feel a kind of way, some of the stuff. And but I still pushed through, because there's been plenty of times I've just quit reading it, because I was like, I don't even want to feel no type of way about God. So I just quit reading. But what I did was I decided to just push through last year and just go ahead and read it. You feel what I'm saying? And then no matter what feelings came up, no matter what happened, no matter how I felt, because see, the thing is, I don't know. I wasn't there, and we get very limited information, because the Bible covers a whole span of time in just one book, and a very small book compared to the amount of time. So I don't have the whole overall picture. So I can't sit here and get upset or mad about what God was doing, because I wasn't there. So I pushed through, y'all. I pushed through and read the whole entire Bible. I read, and I had got this one, the CSB, the Christian Standard Version, because I said I'm gonna read a version every month, every year. So I read this whole entire Bible, got done in less than a year. So I was like really pleased with myself, because I was like, I don't ever want to let God down. He deal with everybody individually, however he deal with them, because of the way they do what they do. So that's like something, I feel like he just be giving us examples of different situations of people that he dealt with, and then we can kind of glean from that how we need to be acting. So I pushed through the reading, I did it, and I said, you know what, this year I'm going to read it again, but I'm going to read a different version that did not take his name out, and I'm going to do more in-depth study. Not just read it, but actually like highlight and ask the questions on a post-it, and just really just go deep. So I decided to do that, and the day I decided to do that and start that's when I got the gym membership. And then the next day I had an appointment with an OBGYN doctor. Mind you, mine's not mine's. You feel what I'm saying? Because they wanted me to get a pap smear. I guess I feel like OBGYN is trying to cover themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I had an appointment with them on the phone, and she was like, I see you went and saw your regular doctor. I'm like, yeah, I did, because like I said, I mean, I've been seeing you guys about this cyst or whatever, and y'all saying it ain't nothing wrong with it, and it's it's nothing, no issue. So, like, I need to get some other advice, because like that's a specialty, but it's not necessarily the specialty I need, Excuse me. So then when I went to the doctor and saw my doctor, she was like, you haven't even had a pap smear. She was like, you had all these ultrasounds and stuff, but you haven't had a pap smear. I was like, well, then just schedule it. So she scheduled it with OBGYN instead of with her. She was like, do you want to see me, or do you want to see your OBGYN? I said, just schedule me the next one, because I want to get all these appointments out the way so we can get all this figured out. Because mind you, like, I'm not a scary person, because God's going to take care of everything. But I have too many people depending on me. I have my 2 kids depending on me. My mom depending on me. And I don't have no support. And they don't either. It's me. You feel what I'm saying? So I need to take care of me. So that's why I need to find out what's wrong with me. And I'm going to take whatever avenues I can while I have them available, while I have insurance, while I have the opportunity that God blessed me to even have insurance. I want to take advantage of it. I don't care if I feel like I'm bugging them. That's what I'm supposed to do when it comes to my health. So went to the OBGYN department on Friday to have them do the pap smear. And that doctor, I never met her before, but she was so caring. Like, I've never experienced that in all the time I've been at Kaiser, and I've been going to Kaiser since probably like at least 10 years because of this job. Yeah, like at least 10 years been going to Kaiser. And she literally like she was a little bit late to the appointment, which I was like, I wasn't tripping, because usually when people come in late, that mean that they actually taking time with their patients. They not just one and done, okay, bye, one and done, okay, bye. Like, they spend time with their patients. So I could tell she was going to do that. So she told me about the CT scan. I didn't even know what a CT scan. I've heard of them. I've seen them because I used to work in radiology, but I've never seen the process. And so she told me what the process was. She told me how long it would be and all the stuff. She congratulated me. She was like, wow, you've lost a lot of weight since you were here. And I was like, yeah. So she congratulated me on that, was asking what I was doing and stuff like that. And then she was asking me about just my exercise routine. I told her that. And so she said, she was like, I see you coming back on Monday for the CT scan for your pain in your stomach, but we've been monitoring you for a cyst on your ovary on that side. I said, yeah. So she was like, does it hurt? Like, I said, I had to keep a freaking heating pad on all night. So then she was like, okay, do you have pain when you're exercising or like moving? And so I told her, like, when I stretch, sometimes it feels better, like when I try to stretch my leg or thigh. So she was like, because I have arthritis in my right knee, my left side could be compensating for the pain in my right knee, and I could be having more like disproportion, and that could also put stress on that side, because like our hip bone is also connected to our stomach. The muscle near the hip bone is connected to the stomach, which I had no clue. But this lady showing me all this on the computer. How this random doctor? That's why I said God putting people in my life this year that need to be there. He putting opportunities in my life this year that need to be there, because I don't even know this woman. I've never seen this doctor. She wasn't my regular OB, and she's not my primary care, but she took care of me better than both of them women combined, which is crazy. So she was telling me like, oh, that's great you joined the gym. She was like, you know, maybe you should try to do like certain exercises. She was like, elliptical, bike, and just see how you can strengthen your right side so that your left side don't have to compensate no more for the right side as you're losing weight. And she was like, just keep doing what you're doing. So that was great. Wonderful. Thank you. Left her. I say all that to just say that I don't know what the heck is wrong. So I don't know what's wrong. I don't have any idea. It could be, hopefully what she said is that my body's trying to compensate for the right side, because like my knee pain and stuff like that. Hopefully that is it. But hopefully it's nothing serious. Like I said, she said it could be inflammation. It could be a lot of different things. I have no idea. But that's why I said I'm not doing no extreme anything, no extreme dieting, no extreme fasting, no extreme nothing until I know what's going on with my body. And even then, when I do know what's going on with my body, I noticed that a lot of people are doing extremes and they find that they having health problems. Like, it's funny because I mentioned Latchkey. He mentioned how he was having issues with his gallbladder because he was doing, people were saying probably because he did low fat for so long. Well, I remember when I had my gallbladder out, I was doing keto. So I feel like your body needs a balance. Okay? You can't just be zero fat, and you can't just be all fat. You know, going hard with the keto and the carnivore, going hard with the low fat. Your body needs a balance. God didn't say just eat one type of food. He gave the humans to eat all type of food. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you can't eat plant-based. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is the extremes. Like, you still need protein. You still need fats. You still need, you know, fiber and vegetables and all things. Like, you shouldn't be like limiting anything just to get a result on the scale, because it could be affecting your health in ways that you don't even know. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why right now I'm just gonna fall back on the whole any type of extreme, because I want to get well, I want to get healthy, and I want to do things the right way, the healthy way, the natural way, eating a diet of whole foods, as well as exercising and moving my body. Okay, so let me see what you guys said. Ingrid said, hi, happy new year. Thank you. You're awesome, great attitude. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Ingrid. Happy Sky said, I don't understand most of it. Yeah, the Bible can be very, very figurative. It don't necessarily, like, a lot of it is not figurative. Like, a lot of it is pretty straightforward, but some of it is very figurative. And you may not understand it, but that's the reason why, like, I got so many, like, Bible aids. Like, let me see. I'll show you all what I got. So let me show you guys my new Bible. I'm about to actually do Bible study when I get off this phone call. What is this? A live video? I act like I'm on the phone with y'all. So anyways, I got this Legacy Standard Bible. This did not take out Yahweh's name, so I'm very excited. This has his name in it. And I also got something called the Bible Recap. And it's a 1-year guide to reading and understanding the entire Bible. I got this, and then it had 2 little aids that went with it. One that asks you questions so you can get more personal with, like, your personal understanding. And then this was more like a journal where you can put your own thoughts and questions. The other one asks you questions, and this one you can put your own. So I got those because, like I said, I had a lot of thoughts last year when I read it, but I was like, the bottom line is to get through this whole Bible. Like, all the wondering, guessing, the questions, all that stuff can come later once you read the whole thing and get an understanding. But what I like about this new way I'm doing it is the Bible is, I'm reading it chronologically. So in the order of when things happened. Because the Bible is not in a chronological order. It's set up in different parts and different pieces. So this year I'm reading a different version that did not take God's name out. And I also am reading it chronologically. So if you're even following along with me right now, I'm going to be starting Job tomorrow, because Job happened after the flood, but before Moses. So I'm reading it in chronological order. And that's me, my personal journey. I have, like, when I say Eve's journey, it's not just my physical journey. It's like my mental, spiritual, emotional, physical health, everything journey. It's my journey, and who knows how it will help someone else. So yeah. Kiera says, where's your doctor concerned? Or say what it could be. Oh, I just kind of went over that. I don't know if you was here, but it was it could be, I don't know, and they don't know. So I think that's the reason we're going to do the CT scan, because it's supposed to be more in depth. Because I don't know. Kira says, yes, I use the Scriptures Bible and NJV that has restored the name of the Most High. Yes, that's NJV. I don't know what is that. What is NJV? The Scriptures Bible. What version is? See, because I'm reading. That's what I said. Because from now on, I'm reading the Bible every year, but every year I'm going to do a different version, just because I feel like it's good to get an overall picture. Some words are different in other versions. Do they make sense? Do they add up? Are they the same? Like, it's just really good to understand the different ones. So that's what my personal goal is. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be on. I don't know if you guys all here are subscribed to Margie. She is someone I met through Chris, Mind, Body, Spirit, I think his name is now. I think. So yeah, I'm doing a live with her tomorrow on her channel. I'm trying to think. 2:30 my time. So I'm like, okay, 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, I believe. And it's on her channel, but she did it for subscribers only, which I didn't even know that was a thing. But like, to avoid random trolls coming in, she set it to subscribers only. So if you're subscribed to her, our live is tomorrow, 2:30, and she's gonna kind of get into like what my goals are for this year, and stuff like that. Sky said, are you still doing the sardine or olive oil thing? Oh, you must have missed that too. I'm not doing nothing extreme. Olive oil I'm like making my own salad dressing with the olive oil that I purchased right now. So like olive oil, apple cider vinegar, or olive oil balsamic vinegar, with lemon juice. Like, I'm making my own salad dressings. I'm really trying to be more into whole foods, meaning I make all of my own stuff, because like I want to limit the amount of stuff that's already pre-packaged or prepared by someone else. That's what I really want to work on this year when it comes to my eating. Like, I mean, if we happen to go out, okay, but like, I need to really just focus on making sure I know what all the ingredients is in the food that I'm eating. Like, I need to focus more on doing that. So, yeah, we may go out here and there, but primarily I want to make all the food, all of the salad dressing, all of the any dressings or desserts, whatever. I want to just be making my own stuff. I don't want no store-bought nothing. Kiara says, the New Jerusalem Version of Scripture is the name Bible translation of the Bible. Oh, okay, but I agree. The Bible is hard, but when you tip in with the Rosh Holy Spirit, then he makes it clear. Yes, exactly. That's why I just pray before for guidance and for the Holy Spirit. Pray beforehand, pray after, thanking him for whatever I read. Even if I didn't understand, I'm sure like he'll make it clear when he's ready to. So I agree. Sky said, okay, yeah, I noticed you're eating normal. Yes, I'm eating normal. I think that's what I was saying. So people are having health issues when they go extreme on like a certain way. Like, oh, I'm doing carnivore, but then they have like some type of health issue. Oh, I'm doing keto, but then they have some type of health issue. Oh, I'm doing raw, but then they have like some type of health issue. Oh, I'm doing low fat or no fat, and they have a health issue. So I really feel like it would be good to just have a balance, because at the end of the day, it's all about balance. It's not about restriction. It's not about, deprivation, because like God did not intend nobody to live that way. But it's about being mindful and moderate, and being smart about what you're doing. Like, if you're having the opportunity to make your own pizza, make your own pizza. Doesn't mean you can't have pizza, but you can make a healthier version than, when you go into like Little Caesars or, I don't know, wherever else they be, these little pizza spots, they be putting all that junk in your food. You feel what I'm saying? If you have if you want to get frozen yogurt, like make your own, which I was trying to do too. But like, you don't have to necessarily be depriving yourself and then like quit. You feel what I'm saying? Because so many people, they deprive themselves. They go through the extremes. They can't make it last longer than a month. They quit. They gain the weight back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've already dealt with gaining weight back before. I think I mentioned that on previous videos. Like, I had lost over 100 pounds and gained it all back plus 50. I refused to go through that again. But that's because I was doing extremes at that time. And then this past year, I tried to do the same crap to start off. And I'm like, wait, Evelyn, why would we do the same thing that caused us to quit and then relapse? I'm not doing that. So, I mean, I'm not here to judge. People can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what people feel like they need to do. But there's so many people, like, I watch different fasting channels, and people, like, make comments on there like, oh, I lost so much weight, but then they gained it back. So what was the point of losing the weight if it was just going to come back anyway? What is the point of losing the weight when you miserable and you can't sustain it? I'm not doing that. Like, I have a goal, and my goal isn't right around the corner. Like, my goal is when my daughter graduates. She in 9th grade right now. So if I can stay consistent with going to the gym and working out and walking after meals and with my movement, and if I can stay consistent with eating whole foods and prioritizing, minimal ingredients and making my own foods, if I can prioritize those things and stay consistent with those things, and schedules and routines, making sure that I get to sleep on time, making sure I limit my screen time, making sure that I focus more on my mental and spiritual health. Like, if I can stay consistent with those things for the next 3.5 years while she's on her way to high school, you already know I'm gonna be looking where I want to be, as opposed to me going through extremes and then I lose all this weight by the time she in 10th grade, but then when she in 12th grade I done gained it back again. Like, no. I'd rather just go low and slow, and it all come up and never return again, because time is passing by regardless. So you could be sitting here going extreme and going hard and literally losing all that weight within a few months, and then it come back and you just keep doing that same process every single year. Or you can keep losing, or you can lose a minimum amount of weight every year that never returns, and then next thing you know, you where you want to be and it ain't coming back. So it's your choice. Everybody got their own choice to do what they want to do, you know what I mean? Let me see. Okay, I don't want to miss nothing. Okay, Kiera said Rosh is the Hebrew name for the Holy Spirit. Oh, okay. Thank you. Kiera says, you are looking really good, Eve. Your face is so slim. Thank you. Thank you. Great job in staying consistent. Thank you. That's literally what I want to do. I feel like with the extremes, I can be consistent, but not for a long term. I can't do it for a long term. But with being normal, like like Sky said, I noticed you're eating normal. Like, eating normally is nothing wrong with eating normally, because it prevents you from eating more than what you should, and it prevents you from eating less than what you should, because you're eating normal. And then, like, if you're moving, you're not going crazy in the gym, but you're moving to move your body and stay mobile and stay agile and stay, build endurance and flexibility. Like, when you work towards those things, the weight will come off eventually. It's just a matter of your body feeling safe. And like I said, getting sleep. Like, people who don't prioritize sleep don't lose weight no matter what they do. So it's not just extremes. It's like getting a balance in your life to where you feel safe on internally and externally. Ingrid said, I'm very pissed at Cole. What? What? Why? I thought he wasn't even on YouTube, or he went to a different YouTube, or no, he on something else. I thought he was on some other little channel, something. I forgot, somebody said he was on something else. Twitter or Rumble, something. He on something else, I think. I don't know. I ain't really keeping track with that boy, because he crazy. May Lee Delilah Fun. Hey, she said, hey, hi, how's it going? So, yeah, I don't follow people that do extremes no more. Like, as far as promoting it, like, if they're promoting it, if people are doing extremes because that's what they're choosing to do for their personal self, okay. But like, if they're promoting other people to do it, I'm not about to indulge in that, because my mindset is on something else. So I'm not gonna consume things that ain't lining up with what I got going on. And that even goes with social media. Like, it's so much ugly stuff going on in the world today, and I really just have to pull back, because I can't control none of it. But like, you never know, like, all that stress you take on when you watch stuff on social media, it builds your cortisol levels, and your body has nowhere to put that, because it's not like you can control what's going on. So that's why I can't even go down them rabbit holes of what the world got going on, because it's already foretold to come. And so it's, now that it's unraveling, we can't be wondering what's going on. We already know what's going on. So that's why we just got to keep on the watch and keep it moving. Ingrid say, he's on Matthew's channel. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. He's coaching Matthew, right? He's coaching Matthew. I think he's been coaching him though. Sky said he's on YouTube doing a potato diet. Oh, okay. Wait, was he doing that before? I don't know. I don't know what that man be doing. He be all over the place. Kira said, how is Maya doing? Do you guys still talk? No, we do not talk. I don't really have anything to say to her, and vice versa. So I don't really know what she got going on. I know she was working with Cole. That was last time we really had a conversation, but we quit talking after that. So I don't know. Maybe she's got some updates on her channel or something. I really don't know. But like I said, I just got to focus on me. I got to focus on me. Like I said, people can look. Like I said, no shade here, no judgment here. Like, people can work with whoever they want to work with. Like, if Matthew's working with what's the name? Cole. If Maya working with Cole, if whoever worked with Cole, or whoever works with, Carnivore and Ken Berry, and whoever, people can work with whoever they feel will work best with their life and enhancing it and improving it. So if Matthew feel like working with Cole is gonna get him where he needs to be, then right on, man. You know what I mean? Like, work with who you feel is gonna get you where you need to be, and make sure that they get you there. And if they don't get you there within a certain amount of time you feel they should, then find someone else to get you there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know that there's a lot of people who were, a certain weight, like bigger than me, because I started off at 431. And I guess I was bigger than that, because last year when I went to the doctor, I guess I was like 435 or 36. I forgot what the girl said. But yeah, I didn't even realize. But she was like really proud of me for losing weight when I went to that doctor. But anyways, like, so I've seen people who were like 500 pounds, 600 pounds, and then they worked with a trainer initially, and then as they lost maybe 100 pounds or something, they ended up switching trainers. So it's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you're spending your money and your time and your energy and your resources on someone supporting you and helping you, and you feel like your time has come to an end, they've helped you to where you feel that they can help you to, and now you need to work with somebody else to get to that next level, there's nothing wrong with that either. It's no hard feelings. I mean, it's a business transaction. They helped you. They got you where you at, and now you go somewhere and find somewhere who can help you to get to that next level, and then you just keep on going that way. You feel what I'm saying? And if you make a friendship out the deal, great. But if you don't, oh well, it's a business transaction. You pay them for your service, pay them for their service, or you spend your energy in their services, and vice versa. They spending energy to help you, whatever. And then if it worked, great. If it don't, great. But you got to just keep on moving, because time is not stopping for nobody, man. Kira says, "Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Just wondering because she hasn't posted in a while." Oh, okay. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if she's still working with Cole, or if she's working with someone else, or if she's just like not working with anybody. I have literally no idea, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. Anna Loves Carp says, "Hi Eve." Hi, how's it going? Yeah, guys, I don't know. I didn't know, like, Cole's been working with Matthew, so I don't know. That's great. If he feel like he gonna get him to where he need to be, and he feels like whatever training and coaching he's getting right now is going to sustain him through the rest of his life, then that's great. Because I feel like right now the coach that I have, I work with Abram Anderson, and I'm in his program. I signed up for a 3-year package, and it's great because it's not just focused on the weight loss. It's focused on my mindset around the weight loss. It's focused on my movement. It's focused on building community. It's focused on so many different aspects that you really need when it comes to losing weight. So and I feel great with that. And if I feel like I need more than that, like if I need like, because it's more of like online, but if I feel like I need more of an in-person type thing, they have trainers at the gym. Like the trainer that was working with my son, he was really good with him. And, I don't know if my son will continue with training, but he's, it's just, it's options out there, guys. It's options. You don't have to feel like you have to work with somebody just because they're on the internet or different. So somebody's coach may be great for them, but not necessarily great for you. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you just want to make sure you find somebody that's good for you, especially if you spending your time, your energy, your money, or whatever. You want to make sure that person is good for you, that's pretty much where I'm at. Like I said, and I was talking to somebody else about this because I still got to do my Bible reading for tonight. But there's so many different levels of what people feel is good. So somebody may be a good person, but they're just not good for me. You feel what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that they're not a good person. It just means that they're just not good for me and my needs and what I need in my life, or whatever the case may be. Because, for example, like my ex-husband, everybody in the Bible study thought he was awesome. He was great. He was helpful. He was, whatever, but he was horrible to me. So that didn't discredit him to them. You feel what I'm saying? It just discredited him with me because he wasn't good to me. He was good to the people who felt he was a good person. So it's the same thing when it comes to a coach. They may be a great coach, a wonderful coach, a good coach, amazing coach to someone else, but that doesn't mean that it's good for me. And if I see that something's not a good fit, I don't wait around no more, because I did that the first time I was trying to lose weight. I would wait and see, wait and see, wait and see, but you still spending money and time and energy waiting and seeing when you could just be moving forward if you saw that. I feel like everybody should get 2 months. Women, especially, because you have cycles and periods and different things. So 30 days is good, but generally you're always going to lose weight within your 30 days of working with somebody, because it's generally water weight, which I feel water weight is important because that's what the heck is held on to your body the longest for some reason. It seemed like all that inflammation is water anyway. But I feel like after the first 30 days, when the next set of 30 days comes in, that's when you really gonna see if something works or not. Because that initial 10-pound water weight is gone, and now let's see what happens the second month. And if the second month you ain't getting the same amount of results, or you don't feel like your momentum of weight loss is where it should be, then just move on. But I don't feel it's no point to stick around when it's just not beneficial. We just don't have time like that. Like, I'll be 42 next month. I'm like, dang, my time has flown by so fast. Like, and the thing is, we ain't living like 900 years like back in the day in Genesis. You feel me? 900, 700. We live in about 70 with my 80 years nowadays. We can't be wasting our time and our energy and our resources on something that's not helping us move forward and excel in this life that we barely have. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just me. That's how as I've gotten older, I've just realized I've wasted so much time on people who really shouldn't have been around. And that's on me, because I allowed it, and I kept, I was just stagnant in certain situations, and I was lenient, and I was benefit of the doubt. Like, only person that needs to be lenient and giving people the benefit of the doubt is God, because he's here forever. I'm not here forever. So I can't afford to give out that amount of time. And he don't even give out that amount of time. He starts cutting people off too. So, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with that. So I'm good where I'm at. See what's up with this health thing. And yeah, I mean, what y'all got going on? You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody's like, oh, it's New Year's and this and that. I don't really give a dang about none of that. I started the exercise thing before New Year's started. I started the way I was eating and stuff new. Like, this is just continuing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I was born on February 8th. So that's when my year pretty much began. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my life began on February 8th, 1984. That's when my year began. So I feel like a new year for me is February 8th, because then that is really another year of my life that God has blessed me with and let me be here another year. So that's when my New Year started. I don't know about everybody else. I know the official New Year, I think, is like April 1st. And I think that's why it's called April Fools, because people are fooled into thinking that April 1st ain't really the New Year, but it is, because like it's like the new year of like spring, and it's bringing in like flowers and vegetables, and and like that's why people, I feel like, lose more weight during spring and summertime, because during the winter time, that's the time when you hold on to weight. So, but I mean, and then like Chinese New Year is like February or March, or I don't know. Like, there's so many different ways that people say what the New Year is. But for me, when I get to another year of life, I've made it to another new year. Me personally, but everybody got their own way of looking at stuff, and that's fine, because that has nothing to do with me. I just learned a lot of stuff don't got nothing to do with me, and I have to learn to be okay with that, and just control what I can control, and be concerned about what I need to be concerned about. But what are you guys doing though? Like, are you guys in the gym this year? Like, what are you guys doing different? Like, or are you guys even on a journey? Like, the thing is, being on a journey, or it doesn't necessarily always have to be weight loss. Like, some people could be on a financial journey to like get their money up. Like, you may be in a financial situation or bind, and you feel like this year you're gonna change it. Maybe you're gonna work on more savings. Maybe you're gonna work on more limited spending, budgeting. I mean, there's so many different things you could work on. It's just, I think it's just constantly improving on your life and getting better. You don't necessarily have to be weight loss. You could be at perfect health when it comes to like weight and food and whatever, but you could literally have like horrible financial health and be on the verge of homelessness because you don't know how to manage your money. So then that would be a great thing to start working on, you know? Work on whatever you need to work on the most. Once you work on whatever you need to work on the most, other things start to balance out. That's what I've been noticing. So, yeah. Make sure you guys catch me tomorrow on Margie's Live. If you guys are not already subscribed to her, Margie Miller. I think that's the name. I don't remember the exact hashtag or handle, but I made a post about it earlier today, so you can find it. But it won't show up if you're not subscribed. So I just want to tell you guys that too. Like this, I don't even know how to do that, so it just automatically shows up to whoever sees it. Or like if you go to my channel, you just see that I'm live. But like if you go to her channel, you won't see that she's live unless you subscribe to her for this specific live we're doing tomorrow. But yeah, so making sure that I prioritize my health, my sleep, which sleep is hard for me because like it's hard for me. Like that's another thing, like limiting my screen time in the night, putting my phone away from my bed, having the apps shut down on my phone, and like just having a routine in the night has been really helpful. Just like take a shower, brush my teeth, journal about my day, journal about what I want to do tomorrow, get my clothes ready. Like just really getting into a groove of, you know, doing things consistently in the evening that winds my body down so my body knows, okay, we about to go to sleep. Yesterday was crazy because my power went out. So I don't know. It was storming yesterday, and like 30 minutes before my 30 minutes before work was over, like 4, power went out. They said it was gonna be back up by 8. It wasn't. We couldn't find the flashlights. We ended up trying to leave and walk around and try to be outside, but like it started storming, so we came back home. We finally found the flashlights, and the power didn't come on until like 12:30 in the midnight, 12:30 a.m. It was, the power was out for heck long. So I was just like, whatever. But when we found the flashlights, I got my Bible reading done, so I didn't fall behind. I didn't get to post the video though because I had to conserve my phone because I was like, I didn't know when the power was gonna come back on, so I had to try to conserve the battery on my phone. But it just made me think, like, what if the grid shuts down or a crazy natural disaster comes? Because at the end of the day, I live on the side of the world where it be a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know if you guys know, but Washington is underwater, parts of it. Oregon's underwater, parts of it. California, part of this state is underwater right now. And they don't have power. So it's like starting to get more prepared. I need to get more prepared. I feel like, yeah, we have flashlights and stuff like that, but like being prepared more so, like getting a generator or like one of those things that can still charge phones. Even when, like, I got one, but it was like, it was not charging the phone like that. So I was like, oh, okay, I may need to return this and try to find a better one. Having a specific area of the house of where those things are, because we were scrambling around trying to use the light on my phone to find stuff. Like it needs to be in a specific area. So it was a lesson learned, for real though. It was like a lesson learned. And then come to find out, the water heater is not gas, because see, the thing is, our landlord pays gas, but everything in our house is electric. And I guess now it's good to know that that water heater is electric, because the water, when we went to wash our hands and stuff like that, or try to take a shower, it was not hot, it was cold. So just knowing all of this stuff in advance, because like I said, you never know when disaster is going to strike. I'm not trying to be like those fear-mongering people, but as we get closer to the end, we already know it's going to be earthquakes in one place after another, and signs in the sky, and all the stuff that's going on right now. You know what I mean? It's just going to keep intensifying as we get closer. Birth pangs, as they say. So it's like, are you gonna be prepared? Like, it says keep on the watch. Is you gonna be keeping on the watch and making sure you're prepared? Like, make sure you got your stuff in order. So I was like, okay, I need to make sure my gas tank is full, because sometimes I'll be waiting till the last minute to fill up my gas tank. No, don't do that, because what if you need to get up out of there and then like you didn't waited the last minute, and now and everybody and I'm at the gas station and you ain't going nowhere, and the tsunami coming right now. Like, what you about to do? You know what I mean? So like, just that's why I feel like when the Bible says keep on the watch, it means like be smart, like keep on the watch. You see what's going on around you. Don't be in panic. You know what's gonna happen, but stay prepared. You know what I mean? Stay prepared. Stay ahead of the game. So that was a lesson learned last night. God gave me a lesson. So yeah. But y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't got no plans, no goals. Y'all ain't saying nothing about nothing. Y'all ain't got nothing going on, huh? I mean, shoot, that's fine. Cause sometimes, like last year, I didn't know. I mean, I know I want to lose weight and stuff, but like I didn't get serious until the 20th of January. Like I was like, I know I want to lose weight. I do, and but it took me a couple weeks, few weeks to just get on it. So, shoot, if you still thinking about it, that's good too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you feel like you need to do. Think more. Make sure that you plan it out. I wasn't planned out. I said I was going to be ready to read the Bible again for the new year, a new version. And I waited to the last minute to try to get the new version of the Bible, and it didn't show up until yesterday. And then like the study aids that I got didn't show up till today. One of them showed up yesterday. I was not prepared, because I should have been like, duh, order it before the holidays. Right? I didn't even think about that, because I don't celebrate these holidays. So I wasn't tripping. I was like, I'm gonna just get it. But no, it didn't come because of everything was slow moving. So I should have been prepared. Beginning of December, I should be preparing for what I'm gonna read in January 1st. But it was okay. I still had a Bible to read. It's not like I was off track, but it was like being prepared the way I wanted to be. I was not. So these are all lessons to me to like be more proactive about being prepared. Because like they say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And I am not trying to do that. So, yeah. I gotta let my cat out my room because she was asleep. And now she wanna get out. Nathaniel, let Sky out, please. Thank you. So, anyway, guys. I just want to jump on here and talk to you guys because I had said, I think Kara was saying, was I going to come on here? So I did. But I have my Bible reading to do now and my Bible study. And then I got to start my evening routine so I actually can get to sleep on time. And I've been really just enforcing that, like even with my kids and stuff, because sometimes, people want to take your time but you gotta like make sure that you have, it's called, like, our coach calls it bright lines, but they're boundaries. And it's like, okay, I'm going to bed every night at this time. So if you want to talk to me, make sure you talk to me before 7 o'clock, because 7 o'clock is when I'm gonna start doing my bedtime routine. Like, so having those bright lines, like also like in the morning, okay, I want to make sure I eat within the first hour so my cortisol goes low. That should be like a non-negotiable. So have your non-negotiables, and that way when people try to push back on them, they're already non-negotiable, and you're not gonna go back and forth. You just gonna do what you said you was gonna do, and it'll be easier to make sure people respect that boundary. Well, it may not initially, but they will eventually fall in line, or not, but it won't matter to you because you're going to keep on doing what you need to do. Like, that's literally just keep on doing what you need to do. I posted a video the other day about how I looked just a year ago, and my goodness, the difference in my face and my hair too. My hair grew hecka much since then, but the difference in my face, my body was wild. So I know that staying consistent over time does work, but you can't be like shiny object syndrome and jumping from one thing to another, to another, to another. Like, it don't work that way. You got to stay consistent with one thing for a certain amount of time, and just, especially if it's something you can do. If it's hard, then forget it. But if it's easy, because that's what my coach says, it's got to be so freaking easy you can do it forever. Because if it's so freaking easy that you can do it forever and you still get results, that's what you need to be doing. Even if the results aren't as fast as everyone else, it won't matter because you're likely going to be losing way more weight than them because their results they're getting from doing something they can't sustain and is hard. You're getting results from something that's very easy to do and you can do forever. So that's the focus. I love that approach. So that's what I'm doing. So I don't know if it's my phone. I hope y'all hearing me. Like, it seemed like the time is ticking and it seemed like it's people in here, but I don't see no comments. And last time that happened to me, people were saying like the video had shut off or something. So hopefully the video did not shut off and y'all was hearing me and y'all in here, but maybe y'all busy too. Hopefully. Hopefully that's what happened because I think we had a good conversation tonight. I do want to try to get on here more and talk to you guys at least for an hour, you know, here and there and have conversation and stuff. But everyone's probably it's Saturday night. People busy, and I know it's probably late because it's 7:27 p.m. here, so maybe late where you are. But I just appreciate you guys being here with me and chatting with me and talking with me, being on this journey with me, and always being supportive, and make sure you thumbs up the video. And if you're watching the replay, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Love you guys so much. And I will talk to you guys soon. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you put God first and you second. All right. Bye.